Today we're going to learn how to learn ninja Facebook tricks from rock stars in your niche. On camera confidence for video fame. Get your shot of courage, step up your video game. Confidence cocktails. Clink. Ka-ching.
Ka-ching.
Welcome to Donna Ward, who provides Facebook, blogging, and list building solutions for professionals and businesses. And she's developed a system for gaining visibility on social media. And the result is that you get known, you make offers, and your offers get paid more attention to, and the money comes flowing in. We love that. Plus, she shows people how to have more fun on Facebook. And so if you're hearing like ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching from your Facebook, isn't that going to be more fun? We all want that. Welcome, Donna.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited to be here, and I just love what you do. So it's an honor to be interviewed by you. Thank you. And I can't wait to share all of these little tidbits I have for you.
Oh, excellent. Well, we're happy you are here. And we really want to know, how do we boost our business with Facebook?
Well, you know, it's so funny because I did just write a whole blog post on that and sent out an email. So it was just right up the alley. And I didn't do it because you were doing it. So it was perfect. But the main thing you do is you use your Facebook insights. And I know people aren't always excited about analytics, right? But this is going to be exciting. You can make it so much fun because you'll see it grow. And that's what's fun. So your insights help you build your fan base. And then it starts them talking to you because they enjoy what you're sharing and they can identify with you and your thoughts about what you do. And when you start talking to them, you start showing your own personality, and that attracts them even more. I discovered this. I've done testing on my own to see how it works, because your insights are the most important pieces of info for you to analyze, helping you to understand the content that you need to repurpose and do more of the same thing. So I'll try to quickly explain insights. My first goal for users is to grow their reach. You know what reach is? Okay. So reach.
And you define reach as?
The number of people that see your unique content, and Facebook shares that. And I'm trying to, this is a story I always give real quickly, is that when you're driving on a highway and you see the billboards, they're reaching so many people a minute, right?
Yeah.
That's what Facebook is all these people watch it, the better the engagement is. And you get, and the more, well, I'll get into it. So,
okay.
So I'm talking organic reach, because that so many people don't, Facebook is complicated enough for newbies. And then you add in ads, buying ads. It's like you need to get the basics down first. And that's a big job all by itself. Mm-hmm. So when you reach more fans that are seeing your post, the Facebook algorithms note that your fans are kind of happy with what you're giving them. They're paying attention to it. And because of that, they spread the reach out more. So I did a little test with myself. This started out without being a test, and I forgot to take a picture of my first one because I was just playing with it. And I had a reach of 1,900 plus. And my likes are about 4,300. So that's basically what, a 20% reach, 30.
You're talking about an individual post?
Yeah, on all my posts, reached for a week or a couple of days. A week, and the reach for a couple of days was 1,900. So that meant that many people over those 2 days saw my post, and basically they liked it. And then what Facebook does, they say, oh, wow, these people like her post, so I'm going to show more of it. They're going to show more of it. So then I stopped posting. I hated doing that, but I just stopped. I just dropped it down to one post a day because I couldn't let go of it completely. And my reach dropped to like 129. I'm like, that's not good. So then I built it back up over a week, and I've got it back now to about, I think, 1,300. And that's really good. You want your reach to be around 10%. Now mine was closer to 50% of my likes. So if you have 500 likes, you want your reach then to be 5%. That would be 5 times 5 is 25, so it'd be, your reach would be 2.5%.
Got it.
And,
So essentially, you take a look at how many people have liked your page. In other words, your followers on your Facebook business page. And then of that, you want what percentage to be engaged?
you want to try to get it to 10.
To
Not
10%.
engage, reach. Your reach. Because your reach will lead to engagement. I don't know if you can hear my dog snoring though. But I know it sounds like a little pig. Anyway, the fun of working at home. Okay, so when you have more reach, the more often they see you because you're posting regularly and consistently, that leads to the possibilities of more commenting, of more engagement, shares, and likes on your post. And that's what you're aiming for. Because when you have engagement, well, now you're talking about boosting your possibilities of more people signing up for your email list, which is what I'm really all about. And you can ask them questions, which I love doing, interacting. I love it when they'll see a little mistake. Like last week, I posted on Saturday, and I said it was Sunday. And it was a really cute post. And one of them started talking with me. She said, well, it does feel like Sunday, but what part of the world are you in? And so we started talking back and forth. And that's because they feel comfortable with me, though. And I've made them feel that way. I'm kind of loose on my with talking with them, and I use my own natural language. What are you doing today? Instead of, or what's up with you? You know, stuff like that. So then you can. So the reach will lead to boosting your possibilities of getting more engagement and building your list, and well, the blog too. Blog traffic is what I'm all about too. 1 year I did a blog post every single day just to test, and I promoted that blog post on Facebook, and I had a traffic.
You mean with a boost or with an ad?
Just promoted it with like I'm talking about. And there's also some groups that I belong to that will promote and reciprocate in promoting your blog posts.
Got it.
So that's something different, but you might know about it. But
I see. So organically you were promoting it.
Yeah, it was all organic. But by the end of the year, I had a traffic count on my blog of 33,000 people just from that. I know, but blogging every single day.
Review that process because first we started out with try to get your reach numbers up, and then from there your engagement will build. And one of the reasons that you saw those reach numbers go up was that you actually started posting more often. Is that right?
Yeah, but you can't post too often. It depends on how big your Facebook fan group is. Now, I have a Facebook group of about 4,300, so I post about 4 times a day at the optimum times. You can look at your insights to find that out too. And then I look at my insights and see where they like it the best times a day. So if you have a smaller, say 500 people, you might want to just post twice a day. And if it looks like they really like it, then try a third time. But then it might feel like they're getting too much and they might turn it off. They can unfriend you or unpost you, unlike you. So, experiment. It's all about experimenting, and I've been doing this a while. So I've experimented a lot.
But the short of it is check your insights for the optimal times. Do what you can do, because if you're not the kind of person like me, I could just never post 4 times a day on Facebook. It's not in my body. But, maybe if I could at least get to a daily post, I'm in their hearts and minds regularly. Even if I'm just starting there, would you say that's better than just giving up entirely?
Right. And find out what test the times of days and the days. Like on Monday, the best time of day might be 6:30 in the morning with your fans. But on Wednesday, it might be 9:30. You kind of got to figure it out and see when's the best time. And when
I look at my insights and I see, okay, the most people are on it, let's say, I think I did a breakdown recently. Is that what the times that you want to test, when the most people are available? And just start testing in those slots and see how it goes.
Right. You got it.
Got it. So tell me let's rewind and go back to that example. I just want to hear it again of how you got the 33,000 to your blog. The step-by-step on that.
Well, what I did was I posted a blog every single day onto my Facebook page. And then I sent it to promotional groups, and we promote each other's blog posts by going to that blog post. And there's no way I ever dreamt that I would have a blog visit of 33,000 that year. Before that, I only had maybe 600 or 900 a month, and I was just doing it occasionally. And I also posted my blog posts on Twitter and LinkedIn. LinkedIn I get quite a bit on. I like LinkedIn and Twitter and other places too, but mainly those three places are my favorite. But does that kind of help explaining what I did?
Absolutely. And I want to know what you mean by groups that will promotional groups, because I've certainly done cross promotions with people where I share with one person, I share, a social media post of somebody else, and then they do the same for me. But you said something about groups.
Yeah, you have to just look up on Facebook for, I don't know what they're really called. There's one that's called Awesome Bloggers, I believe. So check that one out. That's where I started.
Got it. And so you find like-minded audiences. For example, the way you and I are cross-promoting, we have a similar audience base, but we don't compete directly, and therefore your content is very valuable to my audience and vice versa, correct?
Yes. And one of the, another online marketer that I've known since the beginning, Yvonne, and she got in those groups too, and she said they aren't my audience though, so she got out. So it's not always going to be the people you want to work with. They happen to be my audience because they're all promoting themselves on Facebook. and a lot of them, and I usually when I really do the blog post too, I get 1 to 6 people signing up for my list a day too. But that's the type of business I'm in. It may not work for everybody.
Right. But basically, the best thing to do is always drive that traffic back to your actual website in order to enhance your own website SEO. Is that right?
Exactly. That's the goal. That's my ultimate goal. That's why I teach blogging, email marketing, and Facebook. And I found that Facebook seems to be, for my market, the easiest way for me to get to them. And LinkedIn is good, but it takes a little longer. And sometimes Twitter's kind of hit and miss. I know you want to ask about ninja tricks.
I do. How do we learn ninja Facebook tricks from the rock stars in our niche?
This one's fun because this is one I also teach abundantly.
Okay.
So, if you know who your rock stars are in your niche, then you find them on Facebook and you model after them. If they have a large list of 12,000 or 1 million, you're going to model a little bit less, of as far as the post. But also see which friends of yours like their page. You can check that out. It's on the right column for now. It changes, but
do we click on in the right column to see that?
It will say, see what friends like this page, something to that effect. And then you can actually talk to those friends, and you may not have known they were interested in that, in what you do. Then you can talk to them, and you can also, since they like that page, you know what they like. Now you saying, okay, I do that same thing, and so I'm going to model what they do. They're going to be my model. You're not going to copy them. You're going to do your own thing, but you're going to see how they talk to the people and see if that feels like your personality a little bit. Enhance your personality and let your personality bloom, if that's what they do. And maybe, in finances though, if you're a financial advisor, which I was for a short while, I just remembered.
You just remembered that blip.
I know, I was only for a short while, then I became a loan officer. But you'd be more serious. It wouldn't be quite as much fun, but you'd be a little more serious, of course, more professional. So it depends on your business again. But you would chat with the people that like that page, get to know them. But the thing is, if you don't know if you're new, you just don't know what people are rock stars, and you look it up on Google. And I do this all the time. I teach this. One of the things, and I just did a video about this, one of the things you can Google is a question like, who are the top health coaches, or who are the top health sites on Facebook, or whatever your niche is, and narrow it down even more further. And then you go and take a look at theirs and see what they're doing. And I'll bet you $1 and a donut that your friends have also liked those pages and you didn't know it.
I love the $1 and a donut, betting $1 and a donut. That there are friends of mine who I don't even realize need help with videos for their business, and that is such an excellent way. So when you are approaching people? Do you usually just PM them and say, hey, what kind of thing what kind of message would I, because I always feel weird, I just always feel weird with those intro PMs, and I get them from people. I am always being solicited that way, and actually, I've actually signed up for stuff because somebody's like, hey, da, 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 da. So, but just give some tips on that.
Well, have you ever gone networking offline? Maybe,
yes.
Maybe not. Okay.
Yes.
When you go networking offline, you approach people, and what do you say? You ask them about themselves, and you can just say, I know that, whatever you know about them, and I was just wondering how that is going. How are you doing? And I've noticed, and you can go to their page and see what updates they've got, or to their profile and see what they're doing, so that it kind of gives you a background and reminds you of what you need to ask them. And then you talk to them and ask them. You be the one that leads the conversation, and you do the most. I failed doing that last week. I got pulled into two people. They're really nice people. I love them. But they asked me about myself, which you're supposed to do. And then I said, well, what about you? And the next half hour was all about them and trying to sell me. And I'm like, and the second one was for an hour. So I was like, okay, I needed to keep control of the conversation. And I didn't, because I was like trying to think, okay, every time I'd ask them a question, it would pull them back in. We don't want to do that. We want to keep it all about the person. You're the one in control. So when you call them, you keep that conversation in your control and ask them about them. And don't talk much about yourself unless they ask about you. So that's
got it.
Just sales conversations.
Got it. But go ahead. Don't be afraid to do it over private PM Messenger on Facebook.
And then they'll usually want to talk with me or do a Zoom with me or something like that, and that's fine. And it also continues to give us experience, right, in talking with our people.
Absolutely. I love that.
Yeah.
And in our last few minutes, what do you post? And how do you know what to post? And I really like the idea of looking at the Facebook rock stars, because, of course, that's going to give you 1,000,001 ideas. Yeah. But, generally speaking, what do you tell people when they ask you that question?
Well, you post, okay, so I do 4 posts a day. One post is a video about something, and the video can be a video, because, I'm an intuitive, and so I'll do inspirational, spiritual things, and I'm a Christian, so I can do that too. And I know my audience well enough. I know from the demographics on the insights that 85% of them are women, which is cool, because then I know exactly what to say. And their age is 25 to 45, something like that. And I also know from looking at their different pages and stuff what they talk about. I've checked out their pages, and I know that they enjoy funny animal pictures, funny animal videos. I know that they enjoy
based on all your testing. Based on your testing.
It is. And those things get shared. My videos get shared, which is cool, because my reach goes higher and my engagement goes higher. And that is so cool. And I also post, of course, the inspirational business quotes, but not quotes so much, business. Sometimes they're quotes, but usually it's videos that teach them. They're short videos. I don't want to, once in a while it's an hour video, but I would never take the time to watch an hour video. I have a hard time doing that because I'm so busy. But I'll do those. So
you'll post a pre-recorded video, you mean, on your Facebook
page? Somebody else posted, another rock star. I'll share it. And
so these are other people's content that a lot of, especially with the animals, obviously it's going to be somebody else's content that you're sharing.
Right, and then I'll take a picture, like I took a picture when it snowed here, and I put that on something like Canva, and I made little notes on that, and I made sure to put my link on there wherever I wanted them to go, and then I wrote a note in the status update about it. So that was something personal. So I posted something personal, and then once a day I have enough often offers that I can post a different one every day, because Facebook does not want you to post spam, and they consider it spam if you post the same link more than once a week of your opt-in offers or market.
Oh, so in other words, each week you have to come up with a new link, a new opt-in to send them to, otherwise you'll get marked.
Yeah, or your blog post.
Or send into the blog post, and then in the blog post you can always
Yeah.
mention,
Yes.
since it's on your own site, you can put the same opt-in over and over again at the end of every blog if you need to.
You got it.
Oh, that's so awesome.
And
Well,
then you can also do
go
little
ahead.
tips. I do little tips for them of my own tips too, probably every other day or maybe sometimes every day. And I schedule them out so that I'm not on Facebook all day long. And it is so cool. You schedule them straight from the Facebook page itself. And then that way you're not like, oh shoot, I forgot to post it. Or at the end of the day, oh, I only posted twice, which I used to do. And now it's much easier. I schedule it. You can schedule it out a month ahead or whatever.
Oh, you don't use a third-party social media scheduler like Hootsuite or Buffer or one of those?
Not for Facebook, because Facebook pages don't like you using outside sources. They want to keep
They'll
them
ding
on there.
you. They'll ding you if
Yeah.
you do, huh?
You got it.
Because I was asking somebody. I was asking somebody about that, and they said, "Nah, they don't ding you for third-party apps, but Facebook does, huh?"
Not the other sites, but Facebook.
Not the other ones, but Facebook. Word to the wise, folks. We got a lot of hot ninja tips in just a very short time with Donna Ward. And Donna, if people want to find out more about you, how do they?
Well, they can go to my blog at www.askcoachdonna.com. And they can also go to my Facebook page, which is Ask Coach Donna. So they can just put in the search bar or just put facebook.com/Ask Coach Donna.
Ask Coach Donna. Well, this has been awesome. And I would like to raise a glass
Oh, yes.
and
That's funny.
say, oh my gosh, there was so much that I learned in such a short time. And I want to say all the Facebook ninja tricks that you can learn by checking out your Rockstar competition. Really diving into those insights, folks. It may seem dry, it may seem boring, but she wants to put the fun back into Facebook. And so if you watch those numbers grow, you can have a good time.
Exactly. You got it.
And so much more. So I just want to say a clink
Link.
and a ka-ching with Donna. I'm Michelle, the creator of the programs Turn Viewers into Clients and the True You on Camera. And may you always be the true you on camera, folks. Thank you so much, Donna.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.